Emily Dickinson by Beth Studoff. Emily Dickinson was born in 1830 in Amherst, Massachusetts. She passed away 1886, also in Amherst, Massachusetts. She was born to William Dickinson and Emily Norcross Dickinson. The second child of three, her older brother, Austin, and her younger sister, known as Vinnie, were not only extremely close siblings, but lifelong friends. Poem 39, written 1858, published 1890. I have never lost as much but twice, and that was in the sod. Twice I have stood a beggar before the door of God. Angels twice descending reimbursed my store. Burglar, banker, father, I am poor once more. Poem 39 is about death of an individual's loved ones. As seen in line 2, Emily says, and in the sod. Referring to line 1 of the poem, lost as much but twice, paired with the second line, in the sod, clearly indicates people died and are now buried. Heartbreak of the third death concludes the poem in the last line with, I am poor once more. Up until mid to late 1800s, the North American funeral history of United States traditions states family of the deceased were dressed and staged by the deceased's family for the service. The service was hosted in the family's home, most commonly in the front room, which then became known as a parlor. The family's finer furniture and things were there, and the room was often kept quite clean. A casket was made of wood and was either made by a family member or bought down at the local general store. Burials were typically on the family's land. Faith in God is present throughout, with the language and the following punctuation used when writing God, angels, Father. Love, hope, and faith are evident by the intensity and key words throughout the poem. Lost, much. For sadness of what is gone is personal and reflects love. Twice, I, beggar. More than once, she has begged, and that takes faith to do something again when not answered, pleading to be granted, hoping that the Father will grant them. Before God shows a relationship of being in His presence that is filled with love. Angels descending, believing in the heavens through her faith, reimbursed my store, trusting in God for the gifts that He gives her is a personal love. Burglar, banker, father, He takes away, holds the heart of my earthly valuables, and God Almighty is the faith that she has in Him. I am poor once more. Another death left me broke again, and to be broken was to have loved. Poem 39 starts with death and ends with death. All that is in between are emotions and actions from death. I am poor once more. The technique of the poem can be seen as short and with style variation. 2 stanzas, each with 4 lines, and she uses a variety of styles throughout. Here is some highlighted words to show the emphasis on certain words for the feet and measures and beat.